what's been a truly fascinating opening partnership for India, and that came in the form of Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma. We have a stats carousel which we'd like to show you guys. So let's just kind of take you through some numbers right now. We'll start with, of course, what do we have, Shona? Show us the first graphic because we can do it in whichever order you suggest, my friend. But there is some fascinating numbers. Now, I was hinting at Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. Let's, of course, take that one from Rohit Sharma first because it tells us that it is his second fastest 100. Correction at the top of the when I kind of came back and said the fastest. The fastest was 82 versus England in 2018. But it's going to also show us that Rohit Sharma has kind of been showing this intent, Anirudh, in the last couple of ODIs.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about it in the first session. I spoke about it in, at least 3 matches ago, and how he has basically ditched his old ODI template and he's taken on a new template. And Rohit himself came forward and said it, clearing all doubts that he's kind of, consciously taking on the bowlers.
Correct. Gurkinath, you come in here as well. The fact that Rohit Sharma looked really pleasing to watch today, do you think it's one of his uh, kind of, I don't know, what's the right word? The
Better
most
knock.
the most well-oiled knock that we've seen in a while.
Uh, I'm not so sure. I don't think he did anything differently um, in the Sri Lanka series or the two matches before this one, because he was batting well. This 100 was bound to come at some point of time, and I said it while he was batting well, that given the kind of conditions and the pitch and given the kind of conditions, ground, and the kind of form he was in, he just needed a little bit of luck today to get over that 100 run mark. And when he miscued that one from Darren Mitchell, the ball cleared the fielder. Everyone thought that he's gone. So sometimes as a batter, you do need that luck even when you are batting well. And I thought, he had that luck today. I was disappointed that he did not, get over the 150 mark, because at this ground, it should have been quite easy for him, especially given the way how he was batting today. And now that we are talking about the openers, uh, it
Let's
is
move on
it
to
is
Shubman Gill because we'll show you again his graphic right now because he's of course level with Babar Azam in terms of conquering three-match series and how many runs he actually compose in one of them. Look at what Shubman Gill's done today. By of course registering 112 in this final ODI in Indore. We saw Babar Azam have a rollicking series against West Indies in 2016 at home. Shubman Gill 360 exactly this time around against New Zealand. There's also Imran Qais, but again, Bangladesh and Zimbabwe really don't count those. But no, jokes apart, him Quinton de Kock had a
It's
sublime
just
one.
unlucky that Gill had only 108 to chase in the second match. Otherwise, he would have smashed this record
You would
for
have
sure.
smashed this out
Because
of the
he
park.
was unbeaten on 40 odd, I guess, in the previous match.
Yep.
So
And
it's
sometimes it makes you think about like Shubman Gill and if he's actually in the purplest of forms right now, or is it the best yet to come?
ah, I mean, it's hard to say the best is
Is this
I
him
think
yet.
the
versus?
best is yet to come.
Best
I think
might
the
be
best is yet to come, because his real quality as a batter is going to show up on pitches which are difficult for batting. I keep going back to this example, but in the 2021 IPL, there was a clear difference in the class of Shubman Gill and the other batters when KKR were playing in Sharjah. Now,
Yeah,
Sharjah is not an ideal T20 pitch. I think all of us can agree to that. But on those pitches, to score a 50 at a strike rate of 130 requires you uh, requires you to have a lot of batting skills. Requires you to time the ball really well, uh, because the pitch has nothing to offer you as a batter. The ball is coming the next day after pitching. So I keep going back to this. I think his real quality is going to come out when India are probably going to play on pitches which will have a little bit of help for the bowlers.
hmm.
Maybe a pitch where the power score is somewhere around 270 to 80. That is where I think we will understand and realize that what is the quality that Shubman Gill has. It's good that he's scored a century today at a strike rate of 140, because not every day you see that when Rohit's on song you are able to outscore him. If you're able to outscore Rohit uh, in an ODI game, you've really batted well. So I think what we might what one box that we can tick off is that in ODIs when required, yes, Shubman Gill can change his gears and can bat at a higher strike rate, but I still think that where he'll be a big differential as opposed to a lot of other players is when India play on difficult batting pitches.
Okay, let's see how that, of course, unravels with time. But so far, so good from Shubman Gill. The last piece of information we want to show just before we kind of talk about other things right now on the CDC Watch Along is this bit of information. Shanak, if you can just showcase that last graphic, my friend, and talk about them together. Now, we spoke about them individually. Are we seeing another great ODI partnership for India in terms of just both run makers? We've seen Rohit and Dhawan for the longest time. We saw, of course, Ganguly, Tendulkar way back in the day. But these two are turning out to be special, right, Anirudh?
I mean, we'll have to see first of all how long this partnership lasts. Maybe it's a good chance that it could be only till the 2023 World Cup, and after
Maybe.
that. But of course, if India do end up winning the World Cup, then I mean, it's a perfect pair for all that matters because they've been together for like 9 months and then they win the World Cup and then they get dismantled. I mean, that's a that's some achievement to have, you know,
No,
if
absolutely.
that
But I
happens.
think all the signs for India point in the right
Uh,
direction with Rohit and Gill, and I really don't think there's anyone kind of going to topple them in the ODI World Cup.